Man, tonight, Elimination Chamber was last night, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm IWN. This is your WWE 2023 Elimination Chamber recap and review. Now, you've seen me do these before. It's been a long time since I haven't done recap and reviews. I'm talking about recap and reviews combined together. Long time since I haven't done these. Figured I'd come up with something creative, another creative idea. But anyways, this is your WWE 2023 Elimination Chamber recap review. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell for all notifications, and you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Links to both my accounts are in the description below, as well as my Snapchat name. If you guys want to have me on Snapchat, I have that too. I don't have Twitter. All my Twitter accounts are still permanently suspended. I don't know. I will never be getting them back. And that's probably the best thing for me right now, is not getting them back, because I don't want to deal with that toxic internet wrestling community over on Twitter. It is bad down there. It's really, really bad in that community down there on Twitter. There's an internet wrestling community on Facebook and Instagram too that I've seen. And on YouTube as well. So make sure you go check out all the other content if you haven't. It's finally yet another new week. February is just about to end. It won't be long before March gets here, that's for sure. My mother's birthday is tomorrow. My brother's birthday is next month. My grandmother's birthday has passed by already, which was last month. Hers is like 1-2 days away from mine. Ain't that something? All of our birthdays together, except for my father. His is far away. His is in August. I hope you guys enjoyed the 2023 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view last night. I hope you enjoyed your time here in the live chat with me for my WWE Elimination Chamber watch-along that was live last night. We had a great-ass time. The crowd was pumped, man. They were going crazy last night. I have never seen a loud crowd such as that. Canada's fans are the best, man. They really know how to be loud. They really do. It's no secret. It's no secret there, man. Who knows? They may have a WWE live event there someday. Maybe. Hell, they might have one coming up in Canada next month. A WWE live event. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. As you all know, Montreal, Quebec, Canada is Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Edge, Beth Phoenix, Aaliyah, and Natalya's hometown. Also, the only Canadian wrestlers I see on my TV in WWE. I don't think nobody else on that roster is Canadian. Nobody else on any of those men and female rosters on SmackDown and Raw and NXT. I don't think NXT has any Canadian talent. They mostly have UK talent down there, for all I know. But Asuka wins the Women's Elimination Chamber match to become the #1 contender for Bianca Belair's Raw Women's Championship. Austin Theory retains the United States Championship, just as I predicted. I knew Austin Theory was retaining. I also knew Asuka was winning to become the #1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship. You know what else I knew? I knew Roman Reigns was going to retain thanks to the help of Jay and Jimmy Uso. Now, as far as this mixed tag team match goes, I originally thought that Judgment Day was going to win, but come to find out, that wasn't the case. Edge and Beth Phoenix won the match instead. And oh my God, talk about a match, talk about an ending that was terrible. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. Pathetic, pathetic, pathetic. That was easily the worst fucking ending to a fucking goddamn match you would ever see. Why would they have Brock Lesnar give Bobby Lashley a low blow? You know, I feel like WWE did this shit on purpose, man. To try to get the fans angry, man. They probably did that because they know half of the people in the community probably shitted on their pay-per-view, and they probably had Brock Lesnar. They probably shitted on Brock Lesnar. Probably said Brock Lesnar doesn't need to be in WWE. WWE doesn't need Brock Lesnar, and that's true. WWE does not need Brock Lesnar. You see, you notice he's growing gray hairs under his chin. He's got gray hairs growing on his hair. He's getting older now. Brock Lesnar may be on his way to retiring for good. I hope so. They don't need him anymore. They don't. Brock Lesnar's going to realize that, you know what, his days in WWE, his days as a wrestler are coming up. His days in wrestling is coming up, for sure. I hope so. They got enough young talent down there. They don't need Brock Lesnar. And they damn sure don't need Charlotte Flair and Lacey Evans. Or Ronda Rousey, for that matter. Talk about three of the worst women's wrestlers in WWE. Natalya's another one. I mean, my God. The SmackDown Women's Division, I mean, it sucks so bad, man. They desperately need star power down there. I could definitely see Bianca Belair getting drafted to SmackDown. I could definitely see Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley carrying the SmackDown Women's Division. I can definitely see that. I can definitely see Asuka, Becky Lynch, Nikki Cross, and whoever they call up to the main roster to Monday Night Raw carry the Women's Division. Because, my God, that SmackDown Women's Division needs star power real bad. This division is fucking awful. SmackDown Women's Division is suffering so bad, it's not even funny. NXT Women's Division, they need a little bit of star power too themselves, man. Meanwhile, AEW Women's Division, the Raw Women's Division, they're doing great. They got great talent on both divisions. Great talent, great athletes, you know. They got storylines going. Well, AEW, they don't even have any storylines going right now besides Christian Cage, Jungle Boy, and Austin Gunn. Well, the Austin Gunn and Claim feud, I think that's done now. The only company that is currently doing storylines right now is WWE. That's the only company I can think of. I don't even see AEW doing storylines. AEW is not even going with long-term booking for some reason. I don't know why. That's weird. It just feels like they're not going with long-term booking. They need to. It makes sense. AEW needs to start doing storylines. They need to start booking and going with storylines right now. If they don't, then their viewership and ratings are not going to look good. They need to book better matches, better storylines. Make sure your storytelling is correct and not incorrect and not fucking confusing and all that shit. You gotta, and most importantly, make sure your show stands out. The shows are produced and written right and all that shit. Because if your shows are not produced and written right and your shows are nothing but complete garbage, nobody's watching. I'm here to tell you that nobody's going to watch. Period. Nobody's watching that shit, man. Anyways, guys. Elimination Chamber. Well, actually, I'm going to save my thoughts. I'm going to save it for the end. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, my full thoughts, my real thoughts on the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view after I go over WWE Undisputed Universal Championship match. Easily one of the greatest matches on the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view card. A damn decent match. A damn decent title match for sure. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get to the Elimination Chamber review. So, Elimination Chamber kicked off with the Women's Elimination Chamber match for a shot at the Raw Women's Championship. Now, as Asuka headed to WrestleMania 39 to challenge Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship, after outlasting 5 other competitors in the women's edition of the Elimination Chamber match, this painted fan favorite survived the cunning resurfacedness of Carmella, the extreme Liv Morgan, the physically dominant Raquel Rodriguez. Well, I'm not going to do that because she actually did good. She actually put up a good performance. Unless you guys actually want me to do it. If you want me to do it, I'll do it. Make you laugh. I'll do the Raquel Rodriguez impression. Home Nation hero Natalya and the frenetic energy of Nikki Cross. Thank God she's not Nikki Trash anymore. To earn her place at the showcase of the Immortal and a date with the EST of WWE after missing last year's showpiece. This was absolutely the right call by WWE to have Asuka win. I knew she was winning. I knew it. I was right. My prediction proved to be right. All over again. I told you guys. The winner coming out of that women's Elimination Chamber match is going to be Asuka. I told you guys that. Exactly what happened. That's exactly the result that we got, which is fucking awesome. I can see long-term booking happening all over this Asuka-Bianca Belair feud. Now that the road to WrestleMania 39 has started. Has officially started. Now that the road to WrestleMania 39 has officially begun, I can honestly say that some of these episodes are going to deliver. Some of these episodes before WrestleMania. We may get good episodes. I don't know. I can honestly say some of these feuds are going to be great. And some of them are not going to be not so great. Now, as far as this match goes, this Women's Elimination Chamber match, it was a smartly laid out match. It played to the strengths of the talent involved while properly highlighting the key figures involved. Morgan bumped all over, coming across as a fighter all the way until she passed out while in the clutches of Asuka and Natalya. My God, I don't know why the fuck you would have somebody like Natalya in an Women's Elimination Chamber match. If you think Natalya is the greatest female wrestler of all time, I'm going to need you to get your mind out of the fucking gutter, number one. And number two, I'm going to need you to go check yourself in the mirror. Because clearly you got screws in your head. No way or shape or form is she the greatest. No. Not even close. Not even close, man. I don't even give a fuck if she has OnlyFans with her sister. She's not the greatest female wrestler of all time. No. I'm sorry. Not even close to being there. Not even an inch or a stitch, man. Morgan bumped all over, coming across as a fighter all the way until she passed out while the clutches of Asuka and Natalya Raquel Rodriguez powered through the opposition. And Carmella outsmarted everyone. Asuka, Kana, I love this fucking Kana gimmick from Asuka. This Kana gimmick looks so perfect on Asuka. It really does. No shit. Everybody loves the Asuka Kana gimmick. I don't blame them. This is really going. This Kana gimmick is really getting Asuka over so well, and I fucking love it. I absolutely like it, man. No shit. Legitimately, I really I like it. I like it so much that they really should put that kind of gimmick in the game. They need to add that freaking Asuka gimmick to the game. There's probably a community creations already made of that freaking gimmick on 2K22, maybe. I hope to God so, because if it is, I'm downloading that shit. I like that fucking gimmick. That gimmick looks so freaking badass on Asuka. It really does. It's not trash. It's not cringe. It's fucking entertaining. It's exciting. The gimmick is freaking something we could be a fan of. It's all kinds of shit, man. It's all kinds of positive. All kinds of positive coming out of Asuka and her new gimmick, man. Nothing negative at all about the gimmick. So far. Anyway. So far. Asuka was unstoppable from the moment she exploded out of her pod, and will not return to a stage where some of her greatest disappointments have occurred. She lost her first match in WWE at WrestleMania, dropped tag team gold, and gave Rhea Ripley her first win on the grand stage 2 years ago. Now, this is a shot at redemption for the Empress of Tomorrow against a woman who has quickly established herself as Miss WrestleMania. A win completes one of Triple H's great reclamation projects. That is factual information, if you ask me. What I just said. A loss may strengthen Bianca Belair's legacy, but it begs the question, what was the point of the relaunch of the Empress? I mean, what was the point? They should have went with this kind of gimmick all along. If they knew that Asuka was very unhappy with how she was being used on TV and shit. You know what I'm saying? They could have had her have this kind of gimmick ever since her NXT run. That would have been better than going with the Empress of Tomorrow. Anyways, the outcome of that match is not readily apparent, making it one of the more intriguing on what is shaping up to be an extraordinary card. A very, very good card on paper. Here is where things are about to take a turn here on this review. Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. This match was not all that good. This was the only match that wasn't really all that too well. Lesnar attacked Lashley and referee Chad Patton, leaving both men following F5s onto the commentary table. Before that, a short battle of explosive heavyweights did not end with one of their signature finishers, though there were plenty of those. And it was a desperate low blow by the Beast Incarnate that led to a disqualification finish, which was not one of the. It was definitely the worst ending of a freaking match that you would ever see. That was not a good damn ending at all. That was despicable, horrendous, boar-festing garbage. That's exactly what that was. No shit. No question about it. The Beast wreaking havoc, leaving carnage in his wake was an interesting follow-up. Huh, yeah, right, me a break. Unlike uninteresting follow-up to the finish. You know, here was a guy in so much trouble in the grasp of Lashley's hurt lock that he had to rely on a low blow. Yeah, that's real nice to be relying on a low blow, right? But yeah, you couldn't even get the fucking match finished. They really gave these guys time in the ring. That's how you know this match was a complete failure. Their first match and second match was miserable failure. Man, imagine how worse it's going to be at WrestleMania. Imagine how worse Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley is going to be at WrestleMania 39. My God, that's going to be one of the worst, probably going to be one of the worst matches on the WrestleMania 39 card. Maybe. If not, it'll probably be the only worst match on the card. We will fucking see, man. We'll see. We don't know that yet until we fucking watch the match on the WrestleMania pay-per-view. Yet he was booked moments later to look like a furious and unstoppable badass. Yeah, sure he was. Sure he was IWN. If Triple H and Cole went to get us to Lashley versus Wyatt without having Lesnar eat a pin or submission or submit or whatever, maybe don't book the guy. Hell, they shouldn't even never book this match for Elimination Chamber. I would have defiantly went with Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, and Lita versus Damage Control. I would rather watch Damage Control versus Becky Lynch, Trish, and Lita than watch Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. This was fucking horrendous. It was awful. It was absolutely awful, man. Nobody gave a single solitary shit whatsoever. Even JD said on his podcast that this match was fucking garbage. Absolutely was. This was not good. And I'm saying it to be very, very serious. I'm not saying it to be no copycat. I did not like this match either. It was not good. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Why the fuck would you come up with the idea of booking Bray Wyatt versus Bobby Lashley for WrestleMania 39? That makes no fucking sense. They're both babyfaces. Why would you book a babyface versus a babyface? See what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about. These babyface dynamics. Why they're going with this shit? That's what they did with the men's chamber match. They had Johnny Gargano's babyface going against a babyface Seth Rollins. I mean, don't get me wrong. Those two had a damn good match while they were in the ring together. Don't get me wrong. But a babyface versus babyface dynamic and a heel versus heel dynamic, we all know that shit makes no sense. 0 sense. I wish they would stop booking babyface versus babyface matches. I really do. But anyways, looking towards the future, the question now becomes, what does the Beast do at WrestleMania 39? Because his prospects appear somewhat limited. It feels like Brock Lesnar is almost wrestling like fucking Goldberg now. It's almost as if he's just like Goldberg. Perhaps Triple H revisits that Lesnar-Gunther stare down from the Royal Rumble. I don't know about that. I don't think Gunther versus Lesnar is happening. Unfortunately. I mean, you can't just have Lesnar give Bobby Lashley a low blow and then automatically turn him back babyface. How do you think that makes sense? How do you think that makes sense? I don't think it makes sense at all. To have him deliver a low blow and then weeks later turn him babyface only for him to feud with Gunther. No. I'm sorry. We don't need to see Gunther feuding with Brock Lesnar. I'm sorry. No. You got enough baby faces in the company. I don't know why you would want to turn Brock Lesnar babyface to feud with Gunther. Why? You got enough baby faces. You don't even need no anymore. You got enough. I'm sure Gunther's got plenty of other people he could feud with in that company. He doesn't need to feud with Brock Lesnar. He doesn't need to defend his title against Brock Lesnar to prove that he's better than Brock Lesnar. He doesn't even need to be in the match with Brock Lesnar. He knows he's better than Brock Lesnar. He doesn't have to beat Brock Lesnar to prove that he's better than him. He doesn't have to. He doesn't really have to. So we got Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. Now, this was another match I enjoyed watching. I enjoyed Rhea Ripley, Beth Phoenix trying to clothesline each other, trying to see which one of them is going to go down. Man, that was a brilliant, crazy moment there. This was a damn good match for what it was. Edge and Beth Phoenix settled their rivalry with the Judgment Day Saturday night, which was night. Defeating Women's Royal Rumble winner Beth Phoenix and Finn Balor. Not the demon Finn Balor, but the Prince Finn Balor, the leader of Judgment Day, in an energetic mixed tag team match. This was awesome. I loved it. I enjoyed the match. The heart of this bout doubled as a preview of a Phoenix versus Ripley bout, with the women doing the majority of the heavy lifting. Edge and Balor received the tags that ignited the home stretch, which featured some key spots involving Dominic Mysterio. Despite repeated attempts by the despicable heel to influence the outcome, Phoenix wiped Ripley out with a glam slam on the floor and then joined her husband moments later for a shatter machine for the pinfall victory on Balor. I'm guessing that's an homage to the revival from Edge and Beth Phoenix with that shatter machine. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Maybe them doing that shattered machine is a sign that the revival are going to be back in WWE. I don't know. That was weird that Beth Phoenix and Edge came up with a shattered machine together. Maybe the revival taught them that. I don't know. Maybe Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler taught them that. I don't know. That was weird that they delivered that, because that's FTR's finisher right there. Tag team finisher right there, the Shatter Machine. I wonder if FTR is going to call out Edge and Beth Phoenix for using their finisher against the Judgment Day or not. Usually you get news like that. Just like Carmella called out Carmella for using the, I guess, Carmella is money taunt or whatever that was about. Originally, it felt as though they were heading for a showdown between Balor and Edge at WrestleMania. Instead, the finish, which suggests that is now off the table. That Phoenix versus Ripley feels like a match WWE can revisit at some point. But unless there is some follow-up Monday night that rehabilitates Balor's momentum and presents him as a threat to Edge, it would appear they are heading in separate directions following the definitive finish. In other words, the feud is over. I believe this is the end of Judgment Day's feud with Edge and Beth Phoenix. So now Finn Balor and Judgment Day can move on to something else, and Edge can move on to something else. And Beth Phoenix can go back home and take care of her kids and the house that they live in. Now we got the Men's Elimination Chamber match for the United States Championship. This was another damn good match that I enjoyed watching. Austin Theory followed up his 2022 runner-up performance inside the Elimination Chamber by successfully defending his United States Championship inside the structure this year. It was not without controversy. Though, late in the match, social media megastar Logan Paul took advantage of an open door to enter the structure and deliver buckshot lariat to Rollins, followed by a stone. Theory took advantage, delivering A-Town down for the successful title defense. Beyond the obvious setup for Rollins versus Logan Paul at WrestleMania and another sneaky victory for top Raw heel Theory, it was an extraordinary match that instantly ranked among the best of its kind. Now, Bronson Reed shook off iffy crowd reactions and benefited from being booked like an unstoppable force. He was dominant, physical, and locked. He looked like the beast that he was in New Japan Pro Wrestling and Impact Wrestling during his time away. No question about it. As far as Damian Priest goes, he shined. Johnny Gargano, he looked like the guy we all knew him to be back in the NXT Black and Gold brand. And Montez Ford shattered any and all expectations. It was a very NXT-ish chamber match with the steady build to big spots and everyone involved having the chance to shine rather than being set dressing for the one or two guys who actually matter. And it's kind of funny we say that because everybody in that match are from NXT. Everybody that's in that match are Triple H guys. Yes, they are. It was great. It gave us a taste of a big WrestleMania match and strengthened the Raw brand through expert booking. And also, everybody in that match are from the Black and Gold brand. Yeah, that too. That's how you know they're Triple H's. They're from the Black Gold brand. We go from that to the main event of the 2023 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Undisputed WWE Universal Championship was on the line as Roman Reigns defended both titles against Sami Zayn in what was the greatest match of the entire 2023 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. The entire 2023 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Professional wrestling perfection. With emotion so incredibly high and expectations through the roof, it would have been easy for WWE to fumble the bag and present a main event that failed Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, the fans, and everyone else who has been involved with the best storyline the company has presented in decades. Instead, Triple H and his creative team oversaw a match that was simply perfect. It was a dramatic masterpiece. Told you guys Roman Reigns was attaining, just like I told you guys that Austin Theory was attaining his United States Championship. Did I not tell you guys that yesterday? Roman is the master of the near fall, shooting his shoulder off the mat at the last possible second. To maximize the reaction, I thought it was to minimize that time, man. That's what I be doing when I have to change time. These days, the time be flying by so fast. It's not even darn funny. With the crowd as hot as it was, it only enhanced it. Then there was the appearance by Jimmy Uso. And here I was thinking it was going to be Jey Uso, only to find out it was Jimmy Uso. God damn it. God damn it, I wanted to be right on that. Damn it, I wanted to be right. But Jey Uso did come out. But he didn't do shit. He didn't do anything. But there was an appearance by Jimmy Uso who blindly helped Reigns and nearly cost Zayn before the resilient challenger kicked out at 2. It was supposed to be Jimmy Uso that cost Zayn the championship, not Jimmy Uso. Why did they have Jimmy Uso to cost Sami Zayn instead of Jay? It should have been Jay. It should have been Jay. Cost Sami Zayn the championship match. I said it. I said it last night. It should have been Jay. It was supposed to be Jay, man. Why was it not Jay? I don't understand this, man. Why was it not Jay? Oh, is it because WWE is going with the idea of booking Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes in a triple threat match? No. Nobody wants to see that. We don't need that. No. Roman Reigns needs a different feud in WWE right now. And that feud should be with Cody Rhodes. Not Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes. Just Cody Rhodes. Now, we need to see Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for WrestleMania 39. Have Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens feud with the Usos. That is what needs to happen next, right now. Move Sami Zayn on to something else. Have him team with Kevin Owens to feud with the Usos. Then when we get the Sami Zayn Uso feud, or Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens Uso feud, we get Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Usos for the undisputed tag team championships. That's where Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens wins. Keep the SmackDown tag team championships. Have the Monday Night Raw tag team championships. Go to Monday Night Raw and book a Monday Night Raw tag team championship turn. Or just simply crown a new Raw tag team champion. They need to do a tournament, though. I think it makes sense. It makes more sense to do a fucking tournament. Maybe. All right. The same thing goes for the Universal Championship match. Have Cody Rhodes keep the WWE Championship and have the Universal Championship go to SmackDown and book a SmackDown Universal Championship tournament. The crown new Universal Champion. So way to go about it. And all that should happen after the draft. They did take those titles off of them during the draft, though. Take that Universal Championship off of Cody Rhodes during the draft. Send it to SmackDown. Take that Raw Tag Team Championships off of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens during the draft. Have it go to Monday Night Raw. Book both tournaments to crown new Universal Championship and a Raw Tag Team Champion. Simple. Plain and simple. Crown new Raw Tag Team Champions, crown new Universal Champion after those tournaments. That is as simple as fucking tearing up a fucking pie. That is as simple as completing a fucking mission, man. Should not be that hard. Anyways, by the time Jey Uso arrived and refused to hit Zayn with a chair, it also would not blast his cousin. The Montreal fans had all they could handle. An errant kick from Zayn to the right-hand man and a spear from Roman Reigns ended the championship aspirations of the hometown hero. But the night was not completely lost. Kevin Owens appeared like I predicted he was going to do. I was right about that part. He appeared, laid out Jimmy, left Roman Reigns for one last Maluva kick from Sami Zayn, who stood tall in the center of the ring to close out the show. There will be some who take expectation to the fact that Zayn lost, but it was fairly obvious that WWE has planned for Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for WrestleMania 39 and has no intention of changing it. Good. Keep it that way. That's the way it needs to be. They should not change it at all. No. We don't need to see no triple threat match for WrestleMania 39 for both titles. No. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for both titles is enough. And besides, the story has always been about Zayn and Jay, who started as rivals before developing a friendship. That is now in question after the events of the past month. The story will define what they do at the show of shows. It will still be eagerly anticipated. No question about it. No questions asked. On a night when the weight of the world was on the shoulders of Reigns and Zayn, they delivered an instant classic that will be on many year-end award list 10 months from now and recap in best of list for years to come. Now, that isn't recency talking, nor is it bias to brand or performer. It was pro wrestling excellence. And everyone involved should be extremely proud of what they have accomplished. Every single performer did a great job out there, performing for the fans, and most importantly for themselves. Themselves and most importantly the fans. The WWE Universe. I got it opposite at first, but I got it right this time. Now, my actual full thoughts on the 2023 Elimination Chamber review. It was a great Elimination Chamber event. A damn good pay-per-view outside of that terrible Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley ending in a DQ. You know, that match ending in a DQ was the worst ending on the pay-per-view. That was not good. That was the only bad part about the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, the ending match between Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. You know, I feel like they should have tried to recreate the finish from Crown Jewel for it to backfire somehow. Lesnar looked strong, but the ending was fucking terrible. The ending was terrible. The match was not all that good. It made Lesnar look strong, but the match wasn't good. It just wasn't good. It's that simple. They're going to have another match at WrestleMania, and it's probably going to be worse than this one. I'm not looking forward to Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania at this point. I'm not. And before Bray Wyatt gets his turn, Bray wanted the winner. Whoever made it out alive, Bray will surely address this on SmackDown for clarity. But it could be night one, Lashley versus Lesnar for the final time. Night two, winner from night one versus Bray. I don't think this makes sense. This sounds like garbage to me. It really does. I don't like this. I really don't. I don't like this at all. I'm telling you right now. This sounds like a creative, lazy decision by WWE to be doing all that. This is lazy. Lazy decision. And this match was lazy booking by WWE and creative. The Great Couple had a great tag match with Finn Balor and Rhea. This was a damn good match. I said it when I went over this match on the review. Dominique did his best to be the one to tip the scales. Got a lot of heat. As he should. The Great Couple win with Finn Balor taking the loss. We already went over that. We already said that. But if not for Rhea having her title match against Charlotte Flair, Rhea and Beth could totally have a one-on-one match. To Perel, what would think is Edge versus Finn one-on-one at Mania? This was some very great stuff from both Elimination Chamber matches. both the men's and women's matches. Despite Asuka not clearing out everybody, they still got the win. She's going to have a great feud with Bianca Belair and a great match with Bianca Belair. She's going to have a great feud and match with Bianca Belair, man. And Asuka is going to beat Bianca Belair to become the Raw Women's Champion. No excuses. No complaints. I don't want to hear the Bianca Belair simps in the community. Oh, Bianca Belair lost, crying like a bunch of 15-year-old versions. No. We don't need. Too bad. Deal with it. We need a new Raw Women's Champion. We need a new SmackDown Women's Champion. And the SmackDown Women's Champion certainly should not be Charlotte Flair. Now, given that she's already SmackDown Women's Champion, I'm ready for them to take that title off of her. Really. I don't like seeing that title on Charlotte Flair. I don't. She is a terrible wrestler, and she's a terrible women's champion. It'd be a ripoff if Asuka didn't win the Raw Women's Champion. It would be one of the worst creative decisions ever. They need to have Asuka beat Bianca Belair to become the new Raw Women's Champion. That's that. No complaining. You won't hear no complaining coming out of me if they have Asuka win the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania 39 over Bianca Belair. The U.S. Championship Elimination Chamber match was even more intense. And God damn, did Montez Ford look amazing throughout that match. Holy shit. He did a hell of a good job in that match. Ford did also scare people a little bit by how well he appeared hurt. But I think he was faking it. I think it was K5. Could have been. Who knows? Could have been a K5 injury. Could have been a storyline injury. This might be starting the break of the Street Profits. Him getting hurt. I don't know. But as soon as Logan Paul showed up, it was clear it was a work. Logan calls Rollins. There is a Mania match that helps Theory win so he can continue on towards Mania. More than likely, 100%. This match is 100% locked in. It's confirmed. It's going to happen. Theory versus Cena will be at WrestleMania 39. That is going to be one of the best, if not the greatest matches, one of the greatest matches on a WrestleMania 39 card. One of the greatest matches that you would ever watch over and over and over again. Now, to play on the whole here, Theory is the next Cena talk from not too long ago. We did get a very, very awesome WrestleMania Hollywood 2023 movie for its commercial where Rollins was just Joaquin Phoenix's Joker and Becky was the Batman. Hopefully we get more of those as soon as Monday gets here. Because, my God, those look fantastic. Those look goddamn interesting, if you ask me. That was fire. Those Hollywood clips, man. Those Hollywood movies, man. Those Hollywood WrestleMania movies. That shit of Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch looked so dope. Straight fire, man. We got amazing stuff in the main event. It was one of the more greatest matches of the entire pay-per-view. Montreal was just as fired up as they were for SmackDown this past Friday. They were so ready for a result that sadly wasn't going to happen. Now, even some of the marks in the community was probably hoping they were going to call an audible because then Montreal would just erupt and possibly fly into space. You know, come to think of it, even I thought, even JD said the same thing on the podcast, on his podcast. Even I thought they were going to call an audible because, again, Montreal was just erupt and possibly flying into space, probably into Mars or Pluto, who knows. You still got Roman and Sami pushing the limits of how much huge, major, serious damage they can take. We got the Usos showing up. Naturally, they're on the opposite ends. Jey Uso is 100% Team Roman. Defiantly, Jey looked to be just as stuck in the middle as he was at the end of the Royal Rumble event. I like this tease that Jey could have hit Roman like Sami did, but he hesitated because this story still has more chapters to it. It would have been great if Kevin Owens showed up during the match to make the save. Maybe rather than after. But I think Kevin Owens coming out after the Bloodline beating on Sami Zayn was the right call. I even predicted that KO was going to come out and clear the Bloodline at ringside, and that's exactly what happened. It was right. He didn't need to come out and make the save. That would fucking mess it up if he came out and make the save. That would mess up the match and the feud itself. No, we don't need him coming out and making the save. WWE did this right. They did it right, man. They knew what they were doing with this storyline. They know what they're doing. Triple H and his administration know exactly what the hell they're doing, man. They are doing a hell of a good job with this Bloodline storyline, man. And it is not over by a long shot. Believe me. Kevin Owens showing up after lifting Montreal up just a bit. It shows that things could be fixed between him and Sami Zayn to do the tag team run. They've kept things intriguing up to this point, and it will damn surely keep it that way all the way to Mania. So that is my full thoughts on the 2023 Elimination Chamber and everything, all the matches that went down. And most importantly, it's going to do it for your Elimination Chamber 2023 recap and review. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on that bell for all notifications and make sure you push the notify me button anytime I schedule my watch alongs and reviews, so that way you'll be notified on when they're live. We currently still have 592 subscribers. We are still 7 subscribers away from 600. So we can get 7 more subscribers. We'll have 600. So subscribe if you're new, man. And hit that thumbs up. Let's get at least 7 or 8 likes on the stream, man, for this review. Because this was a damn good pay-per-view. I think I did a damn good job. With this review. You guys agree? I know I keep saying the word damn. I can't help it. The pay-per-view was that good. I said the word damn so many times that the pay-per-view was just that freaking incredible. Outside of that ending, though, to Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. But, man, what a decent pay-per-view. Well, guys, it's 3:14 a.m. in the morning. I'm getting the fuck off of here. For today, see. I think I'm streaming a few games today, guys. I'm going to try to get some sleep here in a bit. Trying to see. Where is the schedule for Sunday? And there it is. I might be uploading a Mortal Kombat 11 another Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate video. It'll be part 1. I may not. I don't know. I'll see. I am definitely streaming WWE 2K22 live on YouTube before I stream Injustice 2 live on YouTube for the first time to close my Sunday night. I cannot wait to stream Injustice 2 because I know that was probably one of the best games that the PS4 has released. You know, back when that game was released way back when I was either a junior or a senior, from what I remember. I didn't even have that game at the time. I should have bought it. I should have bought it before my graduation, man. I should have at that time. I was just so focused on my senior year, graduating and stuff, you know, trying to get out of school. But we are definitely streaming 2 games today. It's definitely WWE 2K22, and the other one is Injustice 2. I may try to get on WWE 22 to try to do some training, try to see if I still know how to play the game or not. If I don't, I'm definitely going back through tutorial. Because I haven't played WWE 2K22 for 12 months. And I still have all the DLC characters on there. I still have everybody on there. I haven't even downloaded not a single community creations character yet. Believe me, I will. Believe me when I tell you I will. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for joining the live chat for my Elimination Chamber 2023 recap and review. I really appreciate y'all's support. Keep on supporting me in the channel. Your support, your likes, comments goes a long way. And I should see you guys this afternoon for WK22. We're going to finish going through the rosters. I'm probably going to stream it again next week. At least stream it until I've went through the roster, the full roster on the game. Until I've tried out every single talent. We streamed WWE 2K22 before. The last time we streamed it, we tried out the likes of AJ Styles, Angel Garza, Angelo Dawkins, British Bulldog, Bray Wyatt, you name it. You guys take it easy. Have a good Sunday. I'll see you guys Sunday afternoon. I should. If not, I'll see you Sunday night for Injustice 2. It's going to be a good Sunday afternoon and good Sunday night. I'm getting out of here. See you guys later, man. Take care. Have a good one. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Before I leave, hold on. Stop it right there. Pause it right there. Before I leave, I want to go ahead and go over your WWE Sunday morning news real quick before I leave. I almost forgot. Good thing I didn't stream yet. Holy shit. Had not ended the stream, I probably would have never been able to go over your WWE Sunday news. I want to go over what Austin Theory, Edge, and Beth Phoenix said in the conference. And apparently WWE has signed a new indie talent. I'm not going to do the WWE AW news intro. I'm not going to pull that up on the screen. I'm just going to go ahead and go over your news so I can get out of here. Do it the old-fashioned here. Do it the old-fashioned way for now. Just for today. Do it the old-fashioned way, just for today. It's not much to go over, man. There's no new AW news as of right now. Alrighty. It's definitely time for your WWE Sunday morning news. I forgot. If I would have hit the stream, I definitely would have been mad. Definitely said, oh shit. Let's see. We are going to start. Let me fix quality real quick because I know it's messed up a little bit. It's my strong Wi-Fi. It's our strong Wi-Fi in the kitchen. We're going to start with the news on WWE signing indie talent to contract. So, according to bodyslam.net, Colby Corino has signed a contract with WWE. He's one of the indie wrestling's top talents, and it didn't take him long. It didn't take him a long time to decide on WWE after from the NWA on January the 1st. So it says here, and I quote from bodyslam.com, in an update on my original report, I can now confirm that Colby Corino officially signed a deal with WWE earlier this week. Sources indicated to me that Corino is expected to report to NXT very soon and could be as early as the beginning of March. End quote. Oh boy. Can't wait to see what this guy can do. It was noted that Colby Corino had a WWE tryout at the end of January, and he was brought in for a private session. He is not part of any incoming class of talent because his scene was on his own. Colby Corino has a few indie wrestling dates to wrap up. It was also noted that he wrestled a last dance match against Homicide for Ellis Wrestling. And I'm not sure what wrestling promotion that is, but last night for PWF in North Carolina saw the vital appearance of all three, the Ugly Ducklings. Colby Corino, Rob Killjoy, and Lance Lude. We'll have to see what's next for Colby Corino. He is obviously making great pace at this point. What's y'all's take on this new signing? Let me know in the live chat. Alrighty. There's news on what Triple H said in the conference. We're going to go over that too, because that just came up on my screen from my sources here. I can actually pull up the thing. Fucking internet is a trip, man. Ugh. That'd be like that sometimes. Some internet strong, some of it's not. You know what? Actually, we're going to go over what everybody in the conference said, because the news is in on what everybody said in the conference. So we're going to go over that before I get off of here. Beth Phoenix has a unique roster listing in WWE. On February 6, 2023, Beth Phoenix, Edge challenged Rhea Ripley and Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor, getting these names mixed up. They challenged them to a mixed tag team match, an Elimination Chamber premium live event. The match was reportedly planned months ago in November. Fightful Select reports that despite her return to competition, WWE hasn't signed Beth Phoenix to either Raw or SmackDown. Beth Phoenix is listed as unaffiliated with either Raw or SmackDown. It came from Fightful Select. Throughout her career, Beth Phoenix has achieved tremendous success in WWE, where she was a 3-time WWE Women's Champion. She also won the WWE Divas Championship and the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Phoenix is known for her unique high-flying style, which earned her the nickname the Glamazon. It remains to be seen what plans WWE has in store for Beth Phoenix at WrestleMania 39. While it's likely for Phoenix to wrestle at WrestleMania, the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view might be Beth's final match before fans. I guess it's her last match for the fans, for her fans. Edge accepted Austin Theory's United States title open challenge. Yes, that's true. I listened to what they said in the conference as well before I did whatever I had to do to get ready to go live for the Elimination Chamber review. Austin Theory bested Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, Johnny Gargano, Montez Ford, and Seth Rollins inside the chamber. The champion issued an open challenge for the title at the post-Elimination Chamber press conference. We'll go over what Edge said in a minute. I want to go over what Austin Theory said before we go over what he said. So, Theory was taking shots at John Cena and has been compared to him. He had a brief confrontation with John Cena a few months ago last year, but nothing else happened after that. As seen during the Elimination Chamber premium live event, Austin Theory defended his United States Championship he successfully defended it against Bronson Reed, Montez Ford, Damian Priest, Johnny Gargano, and Seth Rollins in an Elimination Chamber match. In the end, just like I predicted, Austin Theory stood tall, successfully defended his championship, while speaking during the post-Elimination Chamber conference. Austin Theory decided to diss John Cena once again. Says, and I quote, "John Cena, why does everybody talk John Cena? Why don't they talk about me? They're going to talk about me because tonight I showcased my immortality inside that chamber. You could say that Johnny kicked me in, but what is he going to do? He's going to go home and cry." End quote. Austin Theory versus John Cena is more or less a done deal, says Ringside News. Comments only serve to build up the feud. Now let's go to what Edge said when he responded to Austin Theory's open challenge. He says, and I quote, "I'll have an open challenge on Monday, but nobody's going to accept it. Nobody's in the now. Nobody's forever like Austin Theory. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who it is because they are going 8 town down. That's what Austin Theory said. Now, Edge responded by saying, man, an open challenge? We're in Ottawa Monday. I haven't wrestled there in 18 years. I haven't had gold in a while. He's a Cena fan. And then Edge goes on to say, so he's probably stupid. I'm not saying anything about Cena because he has work ethic, unlike Austin Theory, which I will prove on Monday when I accept his open challenge. End quote. It remains to be seen when WWE will officially book the match. Austin Theory has undoubtedly stacked up his resume with last night's win. So we'll have to wait for Raw tomorrow night to find out what's in store for Mr. A-Town. That entrance sounds funny, man. A-Town. And you know it's a female saying that, right? Just thought I'd throw it out there. Edge wants to continue in pro wrestling after in-ring retirement. I'm not sure where this is going, but during the scrum, Edge was asked about his immediate future in the wrestling business, specifically after his retirement. The Royal Superstar kept all potential options open. He says, and I quote, yeah, I think I would like to kind of be a jack of all trades. For an example, I'd still like to continue to act, and I'd still like to be able to lend my brain to this place. I've been doing this for 31 years, he says. And then he continues to say, I've been here for 25 years. I've been able to get in with three generations of talent. I've stood in the ring with Terry Funk, says Edge. Then he says he stood in the ring with The Undertaker. I stood in the ring with Seth Rollins. There are not many people that can say that. And I learned a lot by doing that. And I had a lot of help along the way from the Rick Immortals and Bad News Rounds of the world. And they passed that knowledge on to me. So it feels like it's only fitting if I continue to pass that on. And I really love doing that too. End quote. Judgment Day was founded in 2022 by its previous leader, Edge, who oversaw its darker supernatural gimmick after Edge was kicked out following Balor's addition to the heel stable. The Judgment Day gradually lost its supernatural elements and has since been portrayed as a sneering gang of bullies with no clear leader. Edge, the founder of Judgment Day, stated that he is proud of what the members of the stable have accomplished as a unit in the past year. As strange as it sounds, I'm really proud of Judgment Day and where they have come in the last year since that formation happened. So yeah, I can see that. But again, I'm just kind of taking it a step at a time. At a 2020 Royal Rumble on January 26th, Edge entered the men's Royal Rumble match at Number 21 to one of the loudest crowd reactions of the show. Competing in his first professional wrestling match after a 9-year retirement, the Hall of Famer has been active in the ring ever since. During the post-show press, Austin Theory issued an open challenge for his United States title for Monday Night Raw. Edge accepted the challenge, thus confirming his feud for WrestleMania 39. Edge still wants to retire in Canada too, by the way. So I throw that out there. Triple H says he could feel Pat Patterson at WWE Elimination Chamber. While speaking during the Elimination Chamber press conference, Triple H his feelings after the Elimination Chamber event. The game stated that he felt Pat Patterson at the event. He says, and I quote, "It was a historic night. This was about the Royces. It was even about Kowalski, the people that made that passion about what we do over generations get us to where we are today. This is about the Hart family. This is about Brett. It was really about Pat Patterson." And then he goes on to say, "I can feel him up there. I can feel him up there in this moment in Montreal with tears in his eyes, sitting there. It was something special that he would have enjoyed it. He would have said, God damn it, that is the business. The people were going nuts. The people were so loud. I can't stop crying. I'm just telling you. He would have been impressed. It was something special. Every match delivered everything." End quote. The Elimination Chamber Premium Live event truly delivered in many ways. Fans simply were at the edge of their seats throughout. Let's see how WWE will carry forward with their momentum in the coming weeks. Sami Zayn says the Elimination Chamber left him with a strange feeling. Maybe that strange feeling is Jey Uso's going to turn on him. Maybe that's what that strange feeling is. I don't know. It could be a possibility, though. But during the Elimination Chamber press conference, Sami Zayn expressed his disappointment at not being able to dethrone Reigns, saying made it clear that he had a strange feeling about the show. He says, and I quote, "So close, but no cigar." So maybe that's a small part of this strange feeling. I get back to, looking out into the crowd after the 3 counts, looking at their faces, it's like, oh, this is one. It hurt. They were so deflated, but not in an storyline. Sort of deflated. It was like, oh man, the vibe going into this week. It had this legit big fight, big city, big fights in town. Our guy is here, and they're chanting Sami and Ole and full Roman. Fuck Roman, that's what they said. And the concourses before the show starts, there was just a buzz. So it's almost like if GSP comes back to Montreal, he loses. It was a bit of a downer. Even if the fight was great, that's what it was. It was a great time. On a cognitive level, I'm aware that it was awesome. And then Sami Zayn goes on to say, I might feel very different if you ask me the same question tomorrow. If I've watched it, played it, I'd be like, what was wrong with me? They're on their feet. We didn't even touch for 5 minutes and they were losing it. Yeah, of course it was magic, but at the exact moment, you caught me at a strange time because I feel strange. Judging by how Sami Zayn accidentally speared Jey Uso at the show, it is likely WWE will now be going with their original plan of having Zayn and Kevin Owens square off against the Usos at WrestleMania 39. Of course they are. Why would they? Why would they? It's great storytelling. It's a great feud. It's a great match. It's a long-term booking. Triple H claims that he is staying out of WWE sales talks. Good. Don't buy into that mess that Vince McMahon is doing. I like that idea. He says, and I quote, depends on who's buying, I suppose. What the outcome is, there should not be no sale at all. Just throwing it out there. But Triple H says, stick out of it to me. And that's not a compound answer. I have the greatest gig in the world. I helped, in some small way, create the match we did here. And to me, it's the best gig on the planet. As long as we get to do this, as long as we get to create it, as long as we get to do our jobs, and we get to go out there and put our passion on display, as long as our talent can put their passion on display and do what we do, I'm good, says Triple H. Elsewhere, during the press conference, Triple H praised Logan Paul for his incredible showing at the event. So this is what he said when he praised Logan Paul. He said, and I quote, a moment for Logan Paul, who I gotta say was seemingly just born to do this. Just everything he does is right on all levels. End quote. Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul is definitely happening at WrestleMania 39. So expect to see that. I know some of you are probably not hyped up for that match. You have a reason to be, and you have a reason not to be. So. Well, folks, I'm getting out of here. That's going to do it for your WWE Sunday Morning News. Hit the like button, hit thumbs up. Don't forget to push the notify me button. That way you'll get notified on when a watch along or review goes live or get scheduled to go live anyway. We are 7 subscribers away from 600, so we can get 7 more subscribers. We'll have 600. So I'm getting out of here, and I should be streaming WWE 2K22 this afternoon. And if not, I'll be streaming Injustice 2 tonight. I'm definitely streaming that game tonight. I want to show you guys and lead you guys deeper into this game. It's going to be my first time playing it. So I should have got it before my senior graduation. I should have known it was out. I should have known it was released that year. I'm getting out of here. I will see you guys later. Have yourselves a good one. I'm leaving this time. Peace. Most importantly, stay safe. Always. And anytime you go anywhere, always watch your surroundings when you're crossing the street, because people out here are crazy and they don't know how to fucking drive worth shit. You got cars turning inside out. You got cars on the road turning right, left, drunk as fuck in the car. They don't even know how to turn their fucking steering wheel white. They don't even know how to turn their own freaking steering wheel white, man. Their own steering wheel. Imagine that. You love to see it. Really. You love to not see it. So many people are just getting killed out here. People always do nothing. They got nothing better to do than to use guns to shoot people. Why don't you just use your fist to fight instead of freaking shooting? Man? I mean, I don't understand. There shouldn't even be no violence, period, to be honest. So I don't watch the news anymore. It's nothing but negativity. It's nothing but bullshit. Bullshit. Same old bullshit. Same old bullshit. Same old shit, different day. Don't waste the same stuff on the news. Somebody got shot from this person. Somebody got killed. This person. Somebody killed. Next day, shooting after shooting. There another shooting. Another kill. It's the same old stuff. It's ridiculous. I don't know why people can't come together as a community. I can't even dare talk right. That's how you know I need to get off, because I'm getting tired. My eyes getting tired. I'm getting sleepy a little bit. People need to come together as a community to put a stop to all these shootings. If you can't do that, then something's wrong. The more you let these shootings happen, the less you have a chance of coming together to put a stop to it. That's all I'm going to say to that. But I'm getting out of here. Catch you guys later. And I hope you enjoyed the Elimination Chamber review. Have yourselves a good one.